Okay. As you see, I have not yet taken my tap dancing lessons because I tend to fall down still. So I'm still looking forward to tap dancing lessons as a means to right myself when I start to fall down. So one thing I wanted to mention about podcast was the whole. I read something once from a storyteller who was an expert, supposedly, and what he said was that what you try to get is an evocation. You try to evoke the emotion from people. You work it so that the emotion from the group is out there. And then when you have that emotion out there, then you can work with it. Also, you might tell a story. Like, or do you know a story about one of the kids? Without naming names, do you know a story about it? Particularly one of the kids that are involved with the group that you're working with, that you're working with very nicely. So that's another idea. That's just a couple of ideas. What I wanted to talk to you about today was how you get out of a marble. Now, I don't know how many of you attempted to get into a marble from last time, but if you did were you successful in getting out of the marble? And what that is a report on how deeply you get relaxed and involved in alpha, in deep relaxation, so that your body is then the visualization is what you put on top of that, and the visualization has to be very clear. It's like, well, it's just I didn't it has to be very clear and very sharp, and the clearer it is, the better you can work with it. For instance, if you want to do something about a habit you have, or something that you want to try out, or something that has to do with health, you have to be very clear about it, and you have to be very sharp and very focused. And that's all I'm going to say about it this time, because I'll give you a couple weeks to maybe work with that. Maybe not. Maybe you think, well, I not. But it works. It works very well, and I would recommend it to you to get it as a strategy. And you can do that within about 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Actually, I have taught people to go into deep relaxation within about 5 seconds. Well, let's make it a little longer than that. But they did it that fast. I would start talking with them, and they were gone. And what it means is that I could talk with them while they were deeply relaxed, and they would get the idea, and they would carry it out. So that's something that can be done with it. I wouldn't want you to do any of that while you're driving, of course, or operating any machinery, because that just is not appropriate. It wouldn't you wouldn't be safe. And you need to be safe all the time that you're doing this. You need to sit in a chair or on the bed or something before you do go into really deep relaxation. Because when you do that, you know, your body is just kind of loose, relaxed, totally relaxed. So you don't want that while you're driving or something. So you can do that in a chair, a lounge chair, better, because you can be safe there. Okay. Next week, I'm going to talk about a book. There's been a request to talk about a book that I got amongst the books that I have, and it's about being able to lift yourself up. It's about able to, like Buck Rogers did one time when I saw him when I was in 1951. Buck Rogers, they hooked these things onto this wagon, and lifted it right up. And that's anti-gravity, and that's what I'll talk about next time some. And I did get a book that had to do with that and a multiple other things that's going on that's just not in the news and probably won't be in the news for quite some time unless somebody does something extraordinary with it. So we'll talk about that next time. Oh, and be sure to, if you have any comments about what I'm talking about or what I'm saying, or you want more information or anything like that, you go to ivan.fraser, that's Frasier, @gmail.com. And I may even answer your email, but I'd be real happy to receive it and any comment that you have about what I'm doing here. And what else you would like to have, what else would you like me to talk about, huh? Well, there's a lot of things I can talk about. I've been around this world for a few years. I'm 89 years old, so I've been around a few times. And so I can talk about some things that maybe you would like to have me talk about. So we'll I was going to talk more about MB, but we'll do that later, another time. And if you like MB, just let me know, you know. And we'll just see you another time, okay? All right.
Awesome. Hey, Dad, wait. So what did the universe tell you this week? You usually tell people you got a letter or a note from the universe. Did you hear from the universe this week?
Well, not much.
Not much.
Not much. I've been too busy.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about it. If you're too busy, you don't allow time to receive that sort of stuff. In order to receive the stuff from the universe, and we call it that, you have to really get into deep alpha, and then you got to be quiet. So many people, you know, like when they talk about prayer and stuff like that, they say, well, it didn't work. Well, did you be quiet? Well, no. It's that you got to get into a deep, deep relaxation. Then you can receive it. But until then, it's just, you know, it's just all surface stuff, and you don't get very, very good messages from the universe. You get good messages, but they're just not, you know, not what you could get. Let's put it that way. Yeah. And if somebody out there thinks I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, go ahead and say so. Yeah, send me an email. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
So long for